very good morning to you and welcome to the female equation discussion this morning, Are Women Better for Business? My name is Sapi and I'm standing here representing Full Circle Communications Collective, which comprises TBWA Zimbabwe, Magna Carta Reputation Consultants, as well as HDI Youth Consultancy. And we are so privileged that you took the time out of, I know, your busy schedules to have breakfast with us this morning and engage with us this morning on this really exciting topic, this really relevant topic. And what I read from you this morning is just an extract from The Female Equation, which is a piece of research that was done last year in August 2018 by Yellowwood Consultancy, which is part of the TBWA collective group of companies. So we're really excited that Refilo is with us this morning to shed more light on their research and really what does it mean when we're saying that women, are they better for business? Our business is looking at the trend that is coming, the fourth industrial revolution, which is the rise of the female consumer. And without taking up much of your time, I would like to welcome our chairman, Dr. Alex Marufu, to come through and share a couple of opening remarks. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
My pleasure to welcome you all, especially the guys that have traveled to come and join us. Our guest, Refilo, I can't see where, oh, she's sitting over there. She's going to be introduced a bit later on in the session. But I also want to welcome everyone who's come from Harare or from elsewhere to join us. We have had one of these sessions before. This is the second one, where we try and pick particular topics of interest from a point of view of thought leadership, just to try and direct the market in a sense, in terms of things that we think are quite topical. Last year we had a session where we spoke about reputation management. And the session today is specifically about the female equation. Are women better for business? The things that Sapi was talking about in the introduction. When we talk about better for business, what are we talking about? Are women better as consumers? Are women better in impacting the direction that a business is taking? We're talking about the power that women have to impact on the nature and structure, strategic direction of an organization. I think the statistics that Sapi was talking about referred to 75% of all discretionary spend being made by women. And this is looking into the future. And this is quite a huge demographic to think about. But we're stuck with talking to women in the same one-dimensional way that we've always done in the past. What we want to do today is to kick off a discussion where we ask businesses how differently they can look at dealing with women. We have some prominent voices that are going to share their expertise with us today. I've spoken about Refilo, who's going to come and join me in a panel a bit later on. But we've also got a couple of other panelists, and I will introduce them briefly and ask them to speak more about themselves later on when they join me up front. I think the effectiveness of any business lies in its understanding of the needs and the wants of the people that they serve. The stakeholders of a business can be segmented according to various demographics, and gender is one of the most important ones. But we need to ask ourselves as businesses, when was the last time that we actually looked at gender and the impact that it has on the business that we're running? The needs of any and every shareholder are unique, and they must be revisited regularly. It's important that as business, we think of women as distinct groups separate from men, but not to mistake speaking for women as one single group. Demographic factors such as age, geographic location, education, socioeconomic status will throw different needs and expectations into the mix. Does the brand that you represent understand this? Does it understand who women are as customers at different intersections in time? Every business needs to keep abreast with market forces that are impacting women at the moment in time. What do they need from your brand, and how best can you address those needs? It's critical to remember that a brand must also manage its reputation and to begin to consider what role female employees and customers play in this. Internally, what resources and support is being given to women. So this session, I hope, will be insightful, and we'll start a process where you start thinking about how you address customers differently, especially women customers.
Thank you very much, Alex. We have an incredible lineup of panelists this morning who are going to be leading the discussion with us. And just to introduce them briefly to you, as Alex said, they will come up a little later on and actually tell you more about themselves. But we have this morning Davidzo Chitengu. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. She's Financial Controller and Financial Director at Unki Mines. We have Dr. Dalia Garwe from Tobacco Research Board. Thank you very much, Dr. Dalia. We have Aisha Nyamwenda from Stanbic Bank, who is the Legal Executive and Corporate Secretary. And we have Shingai Koti, Group Communications and Marketing Director at Med Holdings. Thank you very much, ladies, for joining us this morning, and we look forward to an insightful discussion. So yes, thank you. Before we move on to the panel discussion, I would just like to call on stage Ora Kawanzura, who is the Digital Communications Manager from AB Communications, who were our media partner for this event, to just come and share some light in terms of the digital age and women. Ora, thank you very much.
Good morning. My name is Ora, and I'm AB Communications Group Content Specialist and Team Leader for AB Digital. At my sagely old age of 29, I am the youngest manager at group level in my company. In my life outside of the office, I'm an artist. I'm also an award-winning venture capitalist and own a small investment firm with a portfolio of 5 startups, which we currently feed into. I also sit on the board of Digital Communications Network Africa, a world learning initiative set to build communication networks on the African continent. And our network president happens to be a woman. I run a single parent home, and I am blessed to be called mother by a curious little girl called Thandi. I suppose I fit into some kind of target market. The organization I work for, AB Communications, is an incubator for young talent. And this may have everything to do with the fact that it is led by a woman. In fact, a lot of our leadership positions are occupied by women. Business Times with the only female editor of a national publication, Mighty Movies with one of the strongest multi-award-winning managers, Truck Ads Media, our group business development and marketing manager, all of these departments are run by women. And I think this is where the conversation begins. Are women better for business? Yes, I think so. As business, women are becoming our biggest clients and customers. But because of the digital age, we have to change the profile of our customers and our clients. We are evolving. As you can see, at my age, we're doing things that perhaps weren't done in previous generations at my age. We are supported by our leaders. We are supported by women. I feel women play an important role in making sure that we actually grow and that we are serviced well. As women in business, I feel that we need to give more opportunities to younger people. It's easy to judge a millennial. We have a really bad rep as being lazy and always on our phones. Yes, I wrote my speech on my phone. But we offer a lot of innovation and a lot of new ideas. One of the new ideas that I have been blessed to be given an opportunity to explore is AfriDigital, a platform that we are creating in order to lead the discussion on the impact of Industry 4.0, which is the 4th Industrial Revolution. I think through conversations like the ones we're going to have today, as well as conversations through the Business Times and through AfriDigital, we stand an opportunity to reshape the way women are perceived, serviced, and celebrated. I am a feminist. Although I am not anti-man, I am pro-women. And I feel that men play an incredibly important role. I would not be here if it wasn't for the support from my father and from my husband. And so men are important, but please don't forget us in your conversations. And I'm so glad this conversation is happening in April, and it's not just a Women's Month March discussion, but it's happening at a time that's not necessarily dedicated to women, but where we can sit and have a conversation about how better to serve this client. I thank you so much for your time, and I look forward to today's presentation.